Organizations of all types have long excelled by treating customers as markets of one, that is, offering them personalized buying experiences. The concept of customization and the technology that has made it possible have fueled the rise of some of the greatest success stories in the past 25 years. You can look at Dell, which customized personal computers, Amazon, which allows you to book and get product recommendations just for you, and now you have Google, which is trying to see if the search results that come for the same words for me is different from that which pops up for you. But when it comes to managing talent, in-house resources, our manpower, most organizations still use one size fits all. Standardization of such practices, of such HR practices, has helped companies to achieve important goals like consistency, efficiency, and fairness to gain a global view of their people. However, businesses and workforce trends are pushing organizations to break out of the old standard employment deal. Technology is advanced enough to make customization of talent management possible, and to do this, you require to look at the data and figure out which are the segments within your talent or your workforce. Moreover, people now expect, even demand customization in the workplace because they've experienced it in their everyday lives as consumers. Also, changing demographics have made workforces more diverse in terms of age, gender, ethnicity, aspirations, cultural norms, etc. The workforce today is very much more complex in terms of knowledge work, and jobs are becoming increasingly difficult to standardize. Thus, the HR function now has two major mandates: to recognize the unique talents of each employee and deploy these talents in a manner that maximizes the employee's energy to drive business outcomes, and secondly, to re-engineer the talent system and develop HR capabilities for personalization rather than for sameness. Customization of HR practices can greatly benefit employees and their organizations. It's also good for the HR function itself because it positions HR to become a strategic powerhouse it was meant to be. Just as customization transformed the marketing function, it can revolutionize HR too, by elevating HR to the top of a CEO's strategic agenda and making HR integral to how the company competes. HR professionals will need to develop the kind of skills that marketers used to excel at customization, such as co-creation, segmentation, understanding data, getting used to looking at technology to support this customization. They will need to find new ways to unite the employees behind the organization, even as employees have more diversified, personalized experiences in the workplace. For all this, HR may have to have dedicated analytics groups, just as marketing does, as well as people and resources focused on coaching employees in how to make the most of their customized work environment. HR staff dedicated to represent the needs of each employee segment may also emerge. So what we are basically saying is that, and we can see this trend, most of the very large organizations like an IBM, an Citi, you can look at Accenture, all of these organizations are the forerunners in these practices of HR analytics. So they, from the point of recruitment to the point of attrition, they are using data, they are using softwares to go through that data to create segments within their organization in terms of employees so that they can give better service, so that they can extract better results from those employees. Hence, we come to this all-important field of HR analytics, which currently is one of the hot areas to work in the industry. Our HR analytics course will cover the following. We will do a small introduction to HR analytics, the evolution of HR analytics, general concepts of HR as well as statistics, and understanding of systems which drive the job role and job delivery in HR analytics. The next module, our second module, will be dedicated to creating meaningful MIS and reports on the basis of basic statistics so that we can come out with valuable insights into how to improve our human resource productivity, our human resource satisfaction. The third module will look at measuring effectiveness of HR programs like training programs, like employee engagement programs, etc. The fourth module will take a look at forecasting, budgeting numbers for HR costs. So HR, like every other department, has to have some indicative understanding of how the costs will move. And this is where we'll take a look at forecasting for budgets. The last module will be on predictive attrition modeling. So we will do a logistic regression scorecard where we will take a look at how to predict if an employee is likely to attrite or leave the organization. A similar concept can be applied to other areas within the HR domain. There will be real life case studies so that each one of us has ample opportunity to practice and become professionals of high caliber within the HR analytics field. So let's take a very basic look at what is HR. Human resource management is the management of an organization's workforce or human resources. It is responsible for attracting the right talent, selecting them and onboarding them, training them so that they can become efficient contributors to the workforce, assessments, perhaps 6 monthly, sometimes quarterly, sometimes annually. These assessments are an important part of an employee's journey within the organization, and finally, on the basis of these assessments, you would want to reward the employees. You would want to help the employees to take the next step in their careers. Along with all of these activities, which are perhaps very clearly defined in most organizations, HR also oversees organizational leadership development and the culture of an organization, and it also ensures compliance with employment and labor laws. All of this form a part of HR department deliverables. So how did we come to HR analytics? Is it an old field? Is it something new? So business analysis started off with the industrial economy. So analytics as a practice evolved with industrialization and the formation of large factories. A lot of emphasis was made on logistic management, and therefore if practices like just in time etc. had to be incorporated by an organization, a lot of analytics had to be done. The next area of industry where analytics came in was the financial economy, where there was a whole emphasis on figuring out what is the probability that a customer might default, what is the way to sell to a customer the financial products, and finally it has moved in after passing the customer economy and the web, that is retail marketing and web-based analytics like Google Analytics, probability that somebody who comes to your website is actually going to purchase a product, etc. It has moved into the field of HR and talent management. Now here, therefore, we can see that HR analytics is a relatively new addition, and therefore this is an evolving practice for most of the organizations. It's also the place where you don't really have people with too much experience available. The analytics software as a service which are commonly used in the industry include things like Revolution R, SAS, SPSS, Excel 2010, etc. And there are a lot of products which are very specific to HR analytics, like you have Oracle Obia, SAP has workforce intelligence, Workday has big data analytics, and HR analytics. So all of these industry stalwarts are trying their best to ensure that there are very customized products out there. So what is going to be your takeaway at the end of the course? We hope that by the end of this course you will acquire an understanding of the application of analytics in different areas of HR, like compensation and benefits, training, human capital development, employee VOE understanding, etc. Also, you should be able to use statistical techniques to analyze data and make decisions which should benefit your organization in either reducing cost per person or increasing the profit that they get per person. At the end of any analytics exercise, there has to be a measure of how much benefit to the organization that exercise has. We all know that there is a huge explosion in data points which tie up to the HR department, to the HR deliverables. You have data which is coming in from all over within the organization. It can be through the web-based interface of employees, it is over telephones, it is through the forms that you sign at the point of application for a position, the forms that you fill in at the point of joining. So there is your exit interview. All of these are points of data manufacture for the HR process. And as I told you, just like ERP systems generally manage data for the rest of the organizations, for the operations part of the organization, you have HRMS systems which capture all this type of data which can be used for HR analytics. Now generally there are a couple of types of measures that are commonly required in the organization. You need to be able to do some sort of measurement of human resource productivity metrics. How good is the HR department's performance? And then you need to be able to measure human capital metrics, which is more for all the organization. So as an organization, human resource department is just a manager of the human resources in an organization, and as an organization, what is it that we can derive? We've all heard of predictive analytics, where miners review historic data to predict future trends and events. HR has started using this practice to predict employee performance, calculate the impact of an employee's behavior, and the ROI of benefit and bonus programs. There is also effort to estimate the success of a new manufacturing plant or store and basis their HR practices. The goal of the HR department is to quantify the impact of human capital and help executives make fact-based decisions instead of relying only on experience or on intuition or on perception, etc. So a company like Starbucks and Best Buy, they have used data to quantify the value of 1% increase in engagement amongst the employees on the overall profitability of the organization. The key to a successful analytics program thus is focusing on behavior of outcomes. The behavior metrics bring action to the data and drive the change of your organization. So AT&T has understood that certain traits like taking initiative are a better predictor of a candidate's success than a degree of a top-notch university. This may not be uniformly true, but HR analytics does give the manager, the HR department, that much power to figure out if this is true or not true. Advanced HR analytics, therefore, is a methodology for developing innovative insights by linking HR data, survey data, organizational data, etc. by applying statistical techniques like correlation, regression, etc. with the goal of quantifying or identifying the impact of investments in human resources on the whole business or organization. Generally, the HR analytics maturity model looks like this. You start off with reactive or operational reporting, things that are mandated by the organization or are mandated by the law. You then move to proactive or advanced reporting, where you actually try and look at multi-dimensional dashboards and analysis. third stage is strategic analytics. So this is where you will take a look at segmenting your employees, modeling, cause and effect analysis, delivery of tactical insights, creating strategies, etc. And finally, what you would want to graduate to is predictive analytics, which is predictive models, scenario planning, strategic planning. Incidentally, data cleaning is 80% of the work in analytics. If you want to get an amazing model, you have to spend the time understanding the data, cleaning it up, creating variables, and getting it into a structure which can be analyzed. With software as a service, we don't really need to do the maths physically. On the click of a button, the software runs the maths for us, but we do have responsibility of ensuring that the data is correct before we can use the softwares. Does all this interest you? If yes, feel free to contact us for our HR Analytics course. The details you can see on the screen in front of you.